You ain't mine now, let me find out. Didn't see that coming, made me wanna put my eyes out. For spending life together, I guess I was blind.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today we have a wig from Unicehair. I hope I'm saying that right. Right now I'm just showing you guys all the stuff that I got with the wig. I got this pretty scarf, and I also got a wig cap as usual, plus these lashes and a couple of hair clips. So I'm gonna get straight into it. Right now you can see me plucking the wig. The way that the wig looks now, that is how it came before I started plucking it, but this is just like a speeded up version of me aggressively plucking the wig to show y'all a little bit of what I had to do to customize the hairline, even though I didn't really have to do that much. So this wig is a 13x4 highlight wig. It's 16 inches, surprisingly. To me, it's giving more like 18 inches. Like, this wig is nice and full, especially at the end. It does not get thin at the end. It's actually true to length. And it is 150% density, so yeah. I actually got this wig off of Amazon, so as you guys know, with every single video, the purchase link is going to be below. So this is the hairline after I've already plucked one side of it. I like to go in a good amount just because when it comes to wigs that are the same color as my skin tone, this wig has like dark brown roots. It's pretty similar to my skin tone, so I want to make sure I actually pluck the wig properly. Otherwise, I'll just pluck it in my hand or just pluck it while I'm on the bed or something. But this time I put it on the mannequin just so I could see how much I've actually done. And now I'm putting some mousse on it to go back in and start plucking it. I didn't want to take up too much time showing you guys my plucking process, so this is just me finishing up the front of the hairline, you know, making sure I'm not going too close to my part, combing out all the dead hair, and then continuing to brush the rest out. And now we're about to get straight into the wig install. So first thing I'm doing is I'm taking my bold hole glue, and I'm just putting down one layer. I know I said that I don't usually use glue, but let me tell y'all what happened. So my mom had my spray, and I left it at home because, you know, I moved back into my dorm for college. So she ended up coming to give it to me, but by this time I had already made up my mind to do an install with glue since I've never done one. So right here you see me putting about 2 to 3 layers of the bold hole, just because I found that when using glue, more than one layer usually works because one layer dries so fast. And now I'm just going to pull the wig down and adjust it to my hairline to make sure that I place the glue in the right spot. Alright, so right here, I'm looking at my ear tabs, just making sure that they're like cut properly. Because usually before I put the wig on my head, I cut the ear tabs, but this time I put it on my head, then I went to go cut the ear tabs. There's my roommate. She's limping because currently her leg is like messed up, so don't mind her moving in the camera. And now I'm just pulling the wig down, making sure it's not like all the way up, and making sure there's no spaces in the lace before I start cutting it. So I'm going to cut it into 4 sections so that way it's easier for me to glue down. So even though I already did like 2 to 3 layers, I'm just adding one final layer because, you know, I want to make sure that the front of the hair is completely glued down. So I'm laying the glue down, and what I'm going to do after I've like spread the glue out and everything, I'm going to pull those tabs over it so that when I cut the hairline, there's no excess spaces that I need to glue down. Like, everything that I cut is gonna be able to just be tied down and be done with. So right here, I'm adjusting my ear tabs, making sure everything's lined up. And now we are about to get ready to start cutting the lace. So because I already cut it into 4 sections, what you see me doing here, don't mind my little dancey dance. I like dancing when I'm doing my wigs, but right now I'm just going into each section and I'm cutting in a zigzag motion because that's the only way to get the wig laid. So I'm gonna go over each section and I'm just gonna cut in a zigzag motion. I did notice that after I cut this section, the ear tabs needed a little bit more attention with the glue, so that's what I'm doing right now, just taking some glue, applying it under there, because you want to make sure the ear tabs are glued down, because if they're not, as soon as that starts to lift, the rest of your wig is gone. Like, that's it, that's all. So make sure the ear tabs are glued down if anything, so I'm just putting some extra glue, and then I'm going to rub it in with the end of my comb, and after that, I'm just going to wait for it to dry. Now we're going to take the wax stick and just go over the front of the hair because I am going to get ready to do my edges soon. So I want to make sure that all the hair is slicked back aside from the edges that I parted out in the front. And then I'm going to take my wand and just go over it. I was being real bold with the, yeah, I hope y'all don't know what word I said, but I was being real bold. So I decided I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do it carefully because that's how I burn myself in every single video. And now we're gonna repeat the steps that we did on that other side. So you're gonna see me cut it again, glue down any extras that need to be glued down, and start working on our edges. I ended up having to do the same thing over here just because the way that this wig is designed, the way that my hairline is designed, is a little bit in contrast to the wig because my edges on the side are like way far back. So I ended up having to glue the wig, the ear tabs on the wig a little bit further to my face because that's just how the wig is designed. I can't cut off like most of the lace just because my hairline is weird. So I'm just making sure I glue down the ear tabs so that way it still looks natural and I'm not gonna have my wig lifting like randomly when I'm out. Then I'm taking my edge stick again, going over with it, and then I'm gonna use my wand to slick everything on back, and then after that, we'll work on our edges. I don't think I could count the amount of times that I burned myself in this video. This is like the 3rd or like 4th time. I was just being real bold with the wand, but luckily for me, if you see that white spot, it's because that's the bold hold glue. I put a little bit too much in that area, but it's gonna dry clear. That's why bold hold is the only glue that I'll ever use. Even though I barely use glue, but if I do, it's gonna be bold hold just because I know it'll dry clear and it won't mess up my install. Now we're gonna use our elastic band to tie the lace down to help melt it. I got this off of a roll. I have a roll of it just because getting individual strips is kind of wasteful. So yeah, I like using the elastic band now because it helps me melt my installs because sometimes that what lace is giving this lace and I don't want it to give this lace. I want it to give what lace. So while that's melting down, I usually just take my wand and go over it to make sure that the rest of my install is prepped for when I take my elastic band off. Now that the band is off, we're going to get to working on my favorite part, my absolute favorite part, which is my edges. Right now, I'm just making sure that I have all the edges I need. And we're gonna cut them a little bit above our eyebrows. And today I'm trying a new technique, so hopefully it works. I'm gonna try to do those nice fluffy edges. So right now I'm taking my mini curler and I'm just curling my edges towards my face. I was told to do that by TikTok because the last time when I did it away from my face, it didn't turn out right. So this one turned out a lot more curled. The next one did not, that's why I'm redoing it. And yeah, after I did that, I'm just gonna take my Got To Be spray and spray a little bit on the middle because the spray does dry fast. Spray a little bit on the middle and then we're gonna get to swooping. So right now I'm about to do my first swoop. Like I said, I did have to go in and take some out because I ended up taking too much edges out the middle. I wanted them like closer to my eyebrows, if that makes sense. So Yeah. So I can vouch that this technique does work, like curling them towards your face. The only thing is you gotta be quick unless you're using mousse. I like using the spray because they stay in place better than using mousse, but when you're using the spray, you wanna be quick just because you can have your edges stuck in a certain position, and because they're curled, after you brush them out again, it might not look the way you want to, so just be mindful of that. Also, you guys might wonder what I'm trying to do here. Right here, I'm trying to get the edges even. Like, they both look nice, but the swoop that's facing the camera right now is not doing what I want it to. Like, I don't think it's full enough on one side. It looks fluffy, but in this exact lighting, it's not the most flattering. So I'm gonna be fixing it for like a good while until I feel like they're even enough. And I'm gonna be honest, I know they don't look the best in this light, but y'all just gotta wait. See, I'm cutting more just to make these edges a little bit fuller because the other side is giving. This side is struggling. Yeah, that side's struggling. So don't worry if it looks a little bit crazy. Don't mind that. I promise you it's gonna look right when I'm done. I swear to you. Like, so yeah, right now I'm just going over it with the side of my mini flat iron just because it's kind of hot like the wand, and I already plugged my wand out after this part, so yeah. So right now I'm just gonna take some concealer and go over my part because my wig gap is showing because I wasn't smart enough to put foundation on it before I started. I was lazy, don't do me. So now we're gonna blend out the concealer because I don't want it to look too artificial. And yep, this is almost the finished product. So I'm just showing you guys the hair all around. I'm showing you guys a back view of it. It's 16 inches, by the way, but it seems like so much more. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, I really like this wig. So this is just me giving you guys like a front view of the wig, a little bit closer so you can see. I told you guys it was gonna be melted. You just had to trust the process. So yeah, guys, I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Love you. Mwah. Bye.